Howdy, y'all. Well, we got us a new mold, but I didn't make this one. We got us a Dick Dastardly Big Lube 3280. Now, really looks like he's having Lee make these. I'm sure he is. We'll see if we can get in here close enough to see it. There we go. Now you ask why, what's special about these is that it's a very large lube groove on it. When you're cowboy shooting, to keep these guns running with black powder, you need a lot of lube. Otherwise, you have to clean them after every stage almost. I mean, maybe not every stage, but that's one of the things that the cowboy shooters have ran into throughout these years. You know, obviously I'm just new in cowboy shooting, but to run 5 or 6 stages, we're gonna have to clean it quite often, is you really need to lube it. So the guy, his alias is Dick Dastardly, and he designed some bullets, and you can go to his webpage. It's called Big Lube. And I had a problem with trying to order off of his website. He needs to get his website updated, but I did email him, and he said just print out the form and send you in a check with it. And I mean, the check hadn't even cleared. I don't think he waited till the check cleared. I think as soon as he received the letter, he put this thing in the mail and sent it right back to me. So we're going to do some casting. I'm going to put it over here and get it warmed up. We got some other casting to do while it's warming up, and we'll be back once we have some casted. We'll show you what they look like. All right, we ran probably 300. Going to have to cull some of them, and I'd have one out of the 6 that was bad. Instead of trying to pick it out, just went ahead and throwed it down into the quench. We'll go through them, cull them. We'll probably end up with at least 250. That'll be good enough to get a start. You know, I need to make a couple dummy rounds to see if they'll even cycle in my rifle. They don't. I don't know what to do at that point, but we'll figure out something. If I can ever find some 327 cases, probably won't be a problem. Got to get these cases just long enough to cycle in that Henry with these H&R Magnums, but that'll come around. And that's another thing too, is you know, on these cowboys shooting, if you wanted to shoot black powder, or frontier cartridge is what they call it, you have to make minimum smoke, because you know how people play the rules. Put just a little bit of powder in it, enough to make it go down the barrel, and fill the rest with filler. But they have a minimum, like in 38, you got have 1 cc, which is equivalent to 15 grains. Well, this 32 H&R Magnum will hold 15 grains, but it's real close to the top. You know, I don't know if there's enough room to compact that. I may have to play with it, maybe get dropped down to 14.5 or so. But it's really not going to matter, because my guns aren't legal for that class. So I'm just doing this for fun. I mean, if I end up with 14.5 grains to have a compressed load a little bit, that's fine with me. I just like shooting black powder and have fun, you know. So that works out at 14.5. That's fine with me. But anyway, I'll bring you in here and let's take a little closer look at them. I don't know how it's showing up here in the sun out here, but I got a couple still pictures I'll put on it. And what we're going to do is we're going to be lubing with SPG bullet lube. This is made for black powder, well, smokeless or black powder, but they do make a smokeless only type too. We're going to try commercial first. I do have some homemade 50% beeswax and 50% lamb tallow, and that may be a little too thin for down here in south. It may get a little runny in the summer heats, so who knows. All right, so the mold itself, it ran pretty flawless. It started having issues right there near the end. Obviously the screw being loose here, I'd have to, every time I close it, I'd tighten it. So I had to get in a rhythm of that, you know. I had to get in a rhythm of using this and then knocking them out, because they don't fall out real easy, but they wasn't too bad once the mold started running pretty good. But about 275 in, I started having issues. Here on the sprue plate, it started galling right there on that corner. When it did, it mashed in too hard and scraped up the top of the mold. So we'll be definitely taking this thing to the shop this week, get some set screws put in it, get it all cleaned back up, all those little burrs knocked back off of it. So anyway, what my plans are on these is, I don't plan on shooting black powder every match, but you know, maybe once a month or something, maybe every other month, maybe shoot a match with all black powder. And I already shoot the black powder in a shotgun, so I just need a load for the rifle and pistols. So anyway, that's my new mold. Thanks for watching.